Is this the man we'll be talking about at the end of the game? Radamel Falcao, top marksman in the Champions League. Can he add to his haul this evening? Excitement in the Parisian air. We're at the Parc des Princes here in the French capital. I'm Derek Ray, joined by Lee Dixon in the commentary position, and PSG will need all their time if they're to turn things around in the second leg of this Champions League semi-final. It's Paris Saint-Germain facing Galatasaray.
Thanks, Derek. Welcome, everybody. PSG having all to do after the first leg. Could go either way here. They're going to have to attack the game from the off, but I just wonder if that's going to leave them a little exposed to the counter-attack. Hopefully they can make a game of it, though, for the neutrals.
Introducing the Paris Saint-Germain starters. Keylor Navas gets the nod in goal. Thiago Silva plays alongside Marquinhos in central defence. And up front, Kylian Mbappe plays alongside Edinson Cavani. Well, here's how it looks for Galatasaray. Would you call it 4-5-1, Lee?
Yeah, I really like this formation, Derek. 4-2-3-1, really. Two central midfield players supplying support to a three ahead of them, and then a lone striker with a number 10 just behind him.
And they get the ball rolling in the second leg of this Champions League semi-final. Couldn't keep the ball. And it crossed the touchline, so a throw in here. Here's Lemina. Well, they get high marks for that move, but they couldn't make it count. Mariano. Falcao. Falcao. And in with a real chance. That will give them quite the lift. An early opening goal lead.
Well, you always want to start quickly, and there's certainly a quick start there. What a finish. Well, look at this, Derek. Sometimes the opposition are all set up perfectly for you to dribble through them. It's almost like he's playing FIFA. He goes through and puts the ball in the back of the net. It's brilliant.
So the match has restarted. 1-0 here. Early challenge of an illegal nature, and the referee can't ignore it. Referees like to manage the game just as much as players do, but today it is an early yellow card, and we'll see what effect that has on the match.
Well, it'll have a big effect, especially on the player, and also the defenders around that player that's been booked earlier in the game, because they now know he's walking a tightrope.
Here's Lemina. Younes Belhanda. Running towards goal. Can they slot it home? And the keeper has custody of the ball, but just a few seconds beforehand, he had a big save to make.
Well, keep hold of it. Have a breather, because that first save deserves us all to look at him and clap.
Lemina. Feghouli, and played in towards Falcao, foiling them effectively. Neymar. Here is Juan Bernat. That's very effective, good high pressing. Giving them the gift of possession. And they are on the move again. And options in the centre. Aware of the threat, solving the problem. Giving the ball away. Under Herrera. Edinson Cavani now. And the advantage is with PSG. Read it superbly to take back possession. Under Herrera. Couldn't hang on to it. Verratti now. This is Neymar. He's given it straight to the opposition. Feghouli. Well, he has just veered into an offside position this time. Oh, goodness, he was right on top of the situation to get the ball back for his team. Poor pass under no real pressure. They might see the wide route as a fruitful one, PSG. Di Maria. Read it magnificently and intercepted. Mariano. It might be perfectly set up for the counter-attack, you know. Is it going to be? That ball was put into the right area, but no one able to capitalise. Must score! Crucial intervention just then amid impending danger. He's driven in the corner. Has a go. Well, they've lost possession of the ball. Throw-ins given. Really good reading of the game to win possession back. Falcao has it. Wonderful chance. And it's 2 for him today. A masterful performance. The defenders unable to stop him.
Well, let's see that again. Oh, it's so sweetly hit. Look at his technique. Absolutely brilliant. He's got the power, he's got the accuracy, and now he's got himself a goal.
So 2-0 now. Given away by Ander Herrera. Now they've lost it. Well, this might pay dividends. Just drifted into the illegal position, offside, in the opinion of the officials.
Oh, he's off, but only just. The gamble from the defenders has paid off. The linesman was right.
A chance maybe from the wide position. Plenty of players waiting in the middle. Verratti. And it's with Falcao now. Promising looking ball. And now waiting to pounce. It's opened up for him. Well, it might still work out for them. Well, he couldn't quite keep the header down.
Well, it was the pace on the cross. Sometimes with that much power on the cross, just cushion it, otherwise it goes over.
Marquinhos. Meunier. Here's Marquinhos. Di Maria. Neymar. Cavani. It's Cavani going forward this time. Bodies forward and the break looks on. Falcao. Real chance. An excellent example of counter-attacking football and almost a goal.
Well, they broke at speed and looked like they were going to capitalise, not far off target.
And Meunier's lost the ball here. Not much time to make up his mind. Superb piece of ball winning. Can they turn it into... Will he find the net? Off the post and back in play. Off the frame of the goal earlier, but now the keeper has it and can exhale.
David Seaman always said the woodwork was his best friend. Certainly helped the keeper out there.
Well, great read there to intercept. And so the half-time whistle has gone here at the Parc des Princes in Paris. And they're underway in the second half of this Champions League semi-final second leg. They've given it away. He's got the right idea with that pass. And he might be in here. And this time, it's in. And that is not going to count. The decision is offside, Lee.
Well, it's a good decision from the assistant referee. Spot on there.
Younes Belhanda. Seri. And the ball is in the net.
The crowd have gone crazy, and quite rightly so. What a finish that is. Well, as we can see, it's all about the technique. That's where the power comes from. Blistering shot.
Let's go back to the goal that was scored. This is looking rather comfortable for them. 3-0. Cavani, the pass not quite up to scratch. Seri. Well, visionary passing. Nothing to take on the shot. And up for grabs off the keeper. And the danger cleared. Younes Belhanda.
Well, the fans are not happy, and who would blame them? Shocking performance so far.
Falcao! His third goal of the match, and you cannot argue with that.
Well, he's tearing this defence apart. They can't cope with him. Well, having scored two, he's going to get the hat-trick at some point, you feel. He's just so full of confidence, never looked like missing.
A chance to revisit the goal. And this is turning into something of a rout. 4-0. Feghouli. He continues to make hay. Can they slot it home? He's under real pressure here. Feghouli. Falcao waiting. Read it magnificently and intercepted. Just a bit too high with that powerful effort.
Yeah, he's just leaned back, Derek. Power was there, but not the direction.
And we're inside the final 30 minutes. And he's broken free. He had just the goalkeeper to beat. He's got it completely wrongly.
Well, he won't be watching that when he gets home tonight on a replay.
It's with Seri. Inan. Chance to attack using width. Keeper's contribution, but what next? Gay. Idrissa Gay. And it's with Falcao now. And now passing it through. But he has just veered into an offside position this time. Possession lost by Di Maria. Nothing wrong with that idea. Can he put it away? It must go in, surely. And it's gone in.
Well, here's the replay. You've got to ask questions about the back line and the goalkeeper. They're simply not there.
Well, let's take another look at that goal, shall we? Oh, my goodness, it's so one-sided. 5-0 in this match. They've regained possession. Well, it's come down to the final 20 minutes here. Now, this might pay dividends. Di Maria. That is a very fine challenge in difficult circumstances. Can they do something positive on the counter-attack? Good visualisation and execution. He's going forward well here. Not really the ideal clearance. Punched away. And he's got the beating of his opponent. Tremendous intuition to win it back. Inan. And attempting the through ball. And caught with ease. No real threat from the cross. And very deftly cut out. Cavani. Neymar. Mbappe. It's going to be Neymar. Oh, and couldn't convert. Seri. And that's an important intervention. Di Maria. Di Maria now. Falcao. And breaking at pace with menace. Real chance. Well, they can say a big thank you to the goalkeeper. That was inspirational.
Well, that's as good as a goal at the other end. Brilliant save from the keeper.
Played into the centre of the box. Ndama. And it's Selçuk, electing to cross into the centre. And cleared away. Verratti. Neymar. Cavani. And the referee is going to add on 3 minutes. And dispossessed. Bernat. On to Di Maria. Well, when all was said and done, he's failed to hit the target. Often tempting to blow your whistle straight away, but the referee let it flow and then went back and handed out the yellow card.
Well, he thought he got away with it, hadn't he? He looked over his shoulder, then all of a sudden the referee's there with a yellow card.
Seri. Younes Belhanda. Good pressure to win the ball back high up the pitch. And crossed low into the area. And there is the whistle. It's going to be quite the party now, because they're through to the Champions League final.
Well, because of what's at stake, i.e. a final, semi-finals can be a bit nervy at times. Not the case this time. The semi-final was a breeze. An easy march to that.
Mariano. Falcao.